Welcome back, people. What a day to be alive. We're going straight in, no kissing today, as Paul likes to say. He has no mic though, so he can't talk to me, which is very upsetting. I am wearing all purple today. If you're watching on YouTube, I have a new purple top from ASOS. Could be a little bit small on me, guys, but we're on the hashtag calorie deficit, so it's gonna fit soon. No, it does fit. It's just a bit like, you know, tight. Purple tracksuit bottoms, purple phone case, purple Stanley, purple runners. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I haven't done an intro on my own in ages because I had Neve on last week. Then we had a break the week before. Then I'd Mitch the week before that. So I actually don't remember the last time I just, you know, came on here and said, hey, I do have a guest today. But he is currently in the holding room while I get to chat to you. So I'm like, what the hell has happened that I need to fill these in on? Well, first of all, I am still on my calorie deficit buzz. Me and my PT Rose are right. She was a bit harder on me this week. So every week I fill out a tracker and it's basically like my sleep, my water, my steps, what I've been eating, what I've been doing for exercise, this, that, and the other. My exercise is always good. I always have 3 days in the gym, a day of cardio, whatever. But sometimes I forget to fill in my water or my steps or my sleep. And like, she needs to see all of it to be able to tell me like what I'm doing wrong or what I need to do more of. So I was watching my feedback video this morning and she was like, put on the fucking Apple Watch. As I'm sitting here with no Apple Watch. My Apple Watch keeps dying on me, AKA I'm not tracking my steps. And steps are actually a big thing when it comes to losing weight. She was like, if you need to get up 20 minutes earlier in the morning and go for a walk to get your steps up, do it. Because apparently, like, if you hit your steps, it's really going to help with weight loss, which is obviously what I'm trying to do. But I don't know, like, obviously I can just stand on the treadmill and edit for like 2 hours, but I go to the gym at night time and obviously I don't want to be there till 2 or 3 in the morning. And low-key, I actually probably would, but I go with Uncle Pat and Uncle Pat is always in work early the next morning. It's a whole thing. Anyways. What else was she saying? Oh yeah, I basically said to her that I didn't track anything over the weekend because I was away, which I will get into now. Because I was like, I'm away with my boyfriend. I'm not tracking calories, like, do you know what I mean? But then she kind of said to me, like, if you do that every single week, you're never going to be in a deficit. Like, you're never going to lose weight, which is like the harsh reality that I need to hear. Like, I often think like be healthy Monday to Friday. Well, actually, low-key, Monday to Thursday. And then just eat whatever you want. Dubai chocolate bars, Chinese, fucking drink, Friday to Sunday. That's just not going to work. Anyway. So it was me and Uncle Pat's 1 year anniversary, guys. Thank you for the clapping. Low key though, like, I don't know why I'm so like, I post them, but I don't go into too much detail about us. I don't know why, it kind of scares me. But then like the last like week or two, I've kind of just been saying like more shit than usual. But yeah, it was our year anniversary officially. But in June, we'll actually know each other 2 years, which is kind of scary. And like, maybe it's time to give the podcast exclusive right now, guys, where I say where I actually met Uncle Pat. I'm not going to give the whole spiel, but we met at Sea Sessions Festival in Donegal, which is kind of crazy. Like, what do you mean? He's from Dublin, I'm from Meath, and we met in Bundoran. Like, so fucking random. I was obviously on my first ever brand trip with Iconic Bronze. So that's why I find it's so nostalgic, like Bundoran, Sea Sessions, first brand trip, Iconic Bronze, boyfriend, whatever. So yeah, I booked just a surprise trip to Bundoran for our anniversary because I wanted to go back to where we first met, like cute, whatever. So I kept it a surprise, but I told him we were going away and he needed to book off the Friday from work and we were going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I didn't tell him where we were going. And I kept it a secret really well for like 2 months. And literally the day before, I spoiled it. So I obviously do radio on the Sunday evening. So I had to make sure to be back for 5 o'clock that day to do my radio show. So I was on the phone to him and I was like, oh, like I was chatting to my manager and I like made a joke that I might have to do the show from Donegal. And the minute I said Donegal, I was like, oh, like, how did I've kept this a secret for like 2 months. And the day before I spoil it. And the second I said Donegal, I just like hit my face, but I was on the phone to him. So I didn't like, he couldn't see me. And he tried to play it off that he didn't hear me, but I was like, you heard what I said. Like, you know where we're going. He was like, yeah, but like, I kind of guessed it was going to be Donegal. Like, cause you told me it was like a far enough drive. We haven't gone back there since. And like, you know, there wasn't many options of where we were going to be going. I kept trying to trick him into thinking we were going to Ibiza for 2 days. Not in the body space for that right now. But yeah, went up to Bundoran. There's not many places to stay in Bundoran. Bundoran is very small. If you've never been there before, it's like a little seaside town in Donegal. Dervla is actually from there, my friend Dervla, and it's so annoying. The one weekend I go to Donegal, she's not there, she's in America. So we booked like, it wasn't an Airbnb, it was like a guest house is the way it was described, right? It was like something out of a haunted movie. Like, it was nice, it done the job, but it was kind of scary. Like, I don't know, there's a new show on Netflix called Widow's Bay. It's about like this island where like it's all creepy and there's like all these weird like B&Bs and shit. That's kind of what it felt like. And it basically was like you're in someone's house and there was different rooms. And like the funniest thing I thought that there was a communal iron. So there was an iron like on the stairway that you could just like lift up and iron your clothes on, like in the middle of the place, was the whole thing. But this girl actually texted me and she was like, oh, I think you're in my dad's B&B. I recognize the bathroom. So I actually purposely didn't post a room tour when I was there because, as I said, there's so many little places to stay in Bundoran. I didn't want people to know exactly where I was just because I'm trying to be a bit better with my safety. You might remember I had Jamie Harrington on the podcast a few weeks ago and he used to do social media back in the day. And like, whenever he sees me posting something where you can clearly see where I am or see where I live or like post in real time, he's like, Kasey, you shouldn't be doing this. And I'm not trying to make it out like I'm fucking Kim Kardashian, but like at the end, yeah, I am Kim Kardashian. But no, there is freaks out there. Whether you have 5 followers or 500 or 5 million, if one person wants to stalk you and find out where you are, they're going to do it. So anyway, I didn't post exactly where we were staying when I was there because that was the reason. But guys, oh my God, I was so shocked, right? So obviously it's a small town, but I didn't realize that like the whole population of Bundoran knew I was going to be there because everywhere we went, we got everything for free. I was so shocked. So first of all, well, obviously it paid for the fucking accommodations. So the first night we went for dinner at a place called Madigan's, I think, or Madden's. I think it was Madden's. We walk in and there was a man there like waiting to like, you know where they stand at the little podium. And I was like, oh yeah, we've booking for 8 o'clock or whatever. And he's like, oh, is it your first time in Bundoran? And I was like, oh no, it's my third and it's his second. And he was like, oh, like, I said, oh, we used to come up for C sessions. And he was like, oh, were you ever in here during C sessions? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh, my best friend actually recommended this place. And he goes, oh, drive a car. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, you used to work with her in FM104. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, and did I hear on TikTok you're here for an anniversary? I was like, oh my God. I was like, so first of all, we'll be walking and this guy acts like he doesn't have a clue. And then straight away, he knew everything. I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, got a lovely little table at the window. They brought us up some cocktails to celebrate our anniversary. So yeah, we got the cocktails for free. Obviously paid for the food. But yeah, it was lovely. And then that night we just went for 1 or 2 drinks and then back to the room because we were wrecked. Even though like we basically did nothing. We went down to the beach and stuff. And it was so weird being back there because I went there for my 6-year holiday. Who the hell goes to Bundoran on their 6-year holiday? I did. But yeah, it was just, I have this really weird thing with nostalgia. Like it's actually nearly a negative thing where like, I just can't, my brain can't process it. Like that the time has passed and that this is where certain things happened. It's actually just like a weird thing. I actually thought going there would like make me the happiest person in the world, but like low-key it kind of done the opposite in a way of like, oh, 2 years has passed and like I'm so old now and like, oh, I just like, I can't even walk by a coffee shop being like, oh, I remember when I went there. Like I remember we went for a carvery with Iconic Bronze when I was there for the festival, and I remember during the carvery that Uncle Pat had texted me being like, hey, you going to the festival today or whatever, and I literally couldn't even walk past the hotel this time without being like, oh, that's the hotel I was in. Like when you text me, like I'm a weirdo, like it's actually not normal. Anyways, the next day we went and did this big walk. There's like a cliff walk you can do. My one negative about Bundoran is it's so windy there. Like it's literally the windiest place in the world. Went for a coffee. They gave us a coffee for free. Great. Then I got a text off a girl that was like, hey, like we would love to invite you down to the spa in one of the hotels. I was like, oh my God, dream date. So we went to the spa. It was so nice. It was called the Orchid. It was in the Holly Road Hotel or something. And I got a Japanese head spa. Oh my God, life changing. And he got a back massage. We were in like the same room as like a little couple's room. You all know I have like scalp issues. So this was like my dream date. We got Prosecco. Then probably the best thing of the trip was I surprised Uncle Pat with a tattoo. So if you know me, I don't have any tattoos. I have no piercings. I don't dye my hair. Very boring. My parents have like instilled in me since I was younger that they hate tattoos. I hate tattoos. No one's allowed to have a tattoo. So that's just what's always been in my brain. So I remember when I first got with Uncle Pat, I was like, oh my God, like my parents are going to not approve because these tattoos. But then I was like, you know what? If someone's a nice person, what does a bit of ink on their body mean? Like it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, so, and to be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of tattoos, but I actually really like his. The only one of his that I don't really like is the one on his chest. It kind of freaks me out a bit. But anyways, he knows that. So a girl reached out to me called Chloe from the Tattoo Vault about a month ago being like, hey, I'd love to give you a free tattoo. And I was like, oh, look, like, I don't really think I'd ever get one, but my boyfriend loves tattoos. If you're up for doing one on him, I can do a vlog or whatever. And she was like, yeah, definitely 100%. But we just kept not being able to find a date that suited the both of us. So she was messaging me and I wasn't seeing her messages because I obviously am really bad with my phone for replying to people. And then it was just like never aligning. So I was like, oh, when's this ever going to actually happen? So I put up a little question box on my story being like, guys, I'm in Bundoran for the weekend. Any recommendations? And she was like, oh, I'm actually at the Bundoran tattoo convention. And I was like, what are the chances that she's in Bundoran the same weekend that I am? And like, she wants to tattoo him. He's going to be there. I was like, right, let me try and like do this whole thing and like surprise him with it. So I said to him, I was like, oh, there's this tattoo convention on, we should go to it. And he was like, why would I want to go to that? And I was like, oh, like it's a big thing on Bundoran. Like everyone's going to be there. Like, come on. Anyways, tricked him into going to it. We went there and he was like, oh, I don't know, like, should I wear a tracksuit or should I wear like shorts and a top? And I was like, oh, wear shorts and a top, sure. So people can see your tattoos, because obviously like we're going to look like two weirdos showing up to a tattoo convention if neither of us have tattoos. So he was like, oh, like, will it not look like I'm being a tryhard? I was like, no, just wear a t-shirt and shorts. Because obviously I knew if he was wearing like a big long tracksuit, it'd be hard to get a tattoo. Anyways, we get there. Bear in mind, I have no idea what Chloe looks like because I haven't actually looked at her like her face. I've only looked at her tattoos. And I had sent him a screenshot of her page a couple of weeks ago being like, hey, like, do you think this girl's good at tattoos? Like, Clodagh wants to go, just to make sure that he like thought she was good or whatever. And he was like, yeah, like she looks really good. So anyways, we get there and I'm like looking around like, where is she? And she like, well, so I thought, this girl looks at me and kind of smiles. So I was like, oh, that must be her. So I kind of looked back at her and I was like, yeah, one sec. Turns out it wasn't her at all. And then we're over looking at these like SpongeBob tattoos and she comes over and she's like, hey. And she's like, oh, they'd be really nice tattoos to get. And he just kind of played along with it because he thought she was just like a random girl like coming over or like someone that followed me on TikTok. And I was like, oh, this is my friend. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, this is my friend. I was like, she's the one that I sent to her page a few weeks ago. We have organized for you to get a tattoo. And he was like, he didn't comprehend it. And I was like, no, you're getting a tattoo now. So he's like panic stations, like on Pinterest, trying to find one. He's very like spontaneous. Like it wasn't going to be like a big long process for him to decide. But it went from him getting an A$AP Rocky logo and a Scream mask on his leg to getting like a samurai, like sword guy situation on his arm with like Japanese kind of like writing and stuff. So yeah, he was so shocked. He literally couldn't believe it. But obviously tattoos are very expensive. So like, you know, it's not everyone's priority to get a tattoo when they've other stuff to be paying for and shit. So yeah, he was extremely grateful for that. And it was nice to give him a little surprise, but I fear I've given my mom and dad a heart attack because they hate tattoos. But you know what? He was always going to get more eventually. It was just a matter of time. And I actually really liked the one he got. And I'm very fussy because as I said, I don't really like tattoos. But yeah, Chloe was great. She's actually based in Newbridge. If anyone's looking, the Tattoo Vault, she has her own shop. Only 22 and has her own shop. But yeah, then that night we just had a chill one, got a chipper, stayed in, watched some Netflix. That was kind of it. Like we went for breakfast in a place, and when we went up to pay, they were like, oh no, that's on us for the anniversary. And like everyone there knew it was our anniversary. They knew that I was fucking from TikTok and they knew Dervla. It was actually like I was in an alternate universe for the weekend. But yeah, it was very cutesy. Would recommend Bundoran, but I'd say to probably go like during the summer when it's actually a bit warmer. It's great for like surfing and stuff as well if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, what do I have this week? I feel like my brain is so fried. I have so much on every single week and I feel like I'm just like living day to day and trying to like manage my calendar. It's just like a whole thing. This weekend, I can say it now because it'll be over. Neve was throwing a surprise party for Alex's 30th on Friday. And obviously we're all invited. And I'm like, low key, like, not that I don't want to go, but I'm trying to stay on my plan. But I know if I go out Friday and also Saturday, because I have another thing on Saturday that I'm going to, like, it's going to be hard to stay on plan. But anyways, I'm going to Neve's boyfriend's surprise party on Friday, right? Let's just say I'm going to that. Ava is having drinks on Saturday because she's finishing her college course. Big slate to Ava. And then Sunday, I feel like I have something else on Sunday. I can't remember, but I low-key just want a chill weekend. Like, I'd love to just go nowhere and just watch Netflix all weekend. On the ad side of things, I'm booked and busy. I'm doing an ad for KFC today. Then I'm doing something, guys, that you don't know about, like influencing and shit, is like a lot of ads you get come with exclusivity. So for example, for KFC, I can't post any other takeaways for a month, which is hard when it comes to me. Do you know what I mean? And like, that might sound easy, but like think about me when I'm vlogging or if I'm at an event or if I'm at like a party and someone has a different food chain. Like, it's going to be difficult. Same with Pepsi. I'm doing an ad of, oh my God, that's being posted today. God, I'm so good at my job. God, Sarah is plaguing me. No offense, Sarah. Pepsi ads going up today, which means no other fizzy drinks can be posted for 2 weeks. It's a whole thing, guys. Just a bit of the behind the scenes. But yeah, other than that, nothing else really to report, I don't think. Do I, Paul? No? Right, we'll take a little break and I'll be right back with my gorgeous guest. Welcome back, people. I'm joined by a very special guest. I don't know how to say his name, though. It is Pádraig Wilson McCarthy.
You got it all in one, babe.
Did I?
forgot that we record this. Is this for YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, grand. So now I have to think about what I look like as well as what I'm saying.
Yes, so Paul's always like, oh, do you want to see your angles? I'm like, you know what? Just don't show me.
Yeah, you're better off. Do you watch yourself back?
No.
Do you listen to yourself back?
Okay. Every week.
Every week?
Every week.
Oh my God.
And I always say to Paul, I'm like, that was a great episode.
Because you are so intriguing to me because I'm like how does she have the time to do everything that she does, but you've got time to listen to yourself back? That's
yeah, but when I'm driving.
Do you sleep?
Do you know what? I actually kind of do. But now back at the start, Paul used to be like, can you watch through the full episode and pick clips? Hell no. No time for that.
Can I address the elephant in the room? Because I'm not taking anything in that you said until we speak about it first. Am I the oldest person that's ever been on the podcast?
How old are you?
32.
No,
am I not?
I've had like way up.
Oh, have you? I see. I haven't listened to them all.
Okay, well, actually, right. This is another thing I like to do. Okay, he won't get offended. How old do you think Paul is?
I think me and Paul are similar age.
Okay.
I'd say you're slightly older than me.
If you had a gun to your head, like
34.
42.
Paul.
3? 2?
Do you know, Paul,
42.
you look great.
It's not mad.
You look great. Fucking hell, Paul. Drop the routine, girl.
Hashtag gifted, like
50, I'm only on the 30.
Are you? Why is that?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I'm kind of like, well, maybe I might get a little bit of a tan.
Right, okay.
But I won't.
No. See, when I met
Because
Paul,
there's no sun.
I was like, I'm really bad at guessing ages. Like even there, if you asked me to guess yours, I actually wouldn't have had a breeze. I thought Paul was like late 20s, maybe early 30s. And then he said 41 at the time. And I was like,
that's fantastic
you're
compliment.
Ancient.
There is anything better than that.
I know.
And like I pay for the Botox, like people still guess that I'm in my 30s.
Right. But are you actually the oldest guest? No, sure. I had that old fogey next door on. Graham and Nathan.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
They're really old.
They're surely older than me.
Yeah, and I had my mother on.
I feel like they've been, well, she looks younger than me.
She does.
She does. Where's my camera? She looks way younger than me.
I can't say her age.
Next time I'm virgin, she'd be like, there's your man with brown nose and you.
No, yeah, Graham and Nathan are 34.
Okay.
My mother, Steve Hayes, right? He does the music programming here. I used to do Love Island segments with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to say, I hate guessing ages, late 50s.
Okay, grand.
60. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but he's in his 60s, I think. Yeah.
Okay, he's double me,
yeah.
so that's grand.
So, no,
oh my God, I'm relaxed now.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because I was thinking your demographic are probably like, who the fuck is this? Can I curse?
Yes.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Do you know what, right? So, have you ever seen my cousin Ava on TikTok?
Yeah.
People think she's my sister, but she's my cousin. So I said to her, I'm getting Pádraig.
Yeah. PWMC.
I'm getting Pádraig on tomorrow. Do you know him? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, I was like, you might.
Actually, to everyone that's watching, fair.
But they're going to know you now. But I said, no, you know your man that made the TikTok with the audio? And he's like, so, I'm doing your
go on.
So, like, does anyone actually know, like, what's going on?
That's my only claim to fame. I was at an event last week with Whoop, right? And this girl came up to me and she's like,
oh, were you at Whoop?
Yeah.
Didn't see much from that.
Oh, no. Also, you're like the third person that said that to me this week, right? So this girl came up to me and she was on it as well, Niamh. And she's like, can you please do that for my boy? I had to record a message to the boyfriend just doing that again.
I love it. And the minute I said that, she was like, oh my God, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, I went and I did a talk in a school. Right, in a secondary school. And I went in and I was like introducing myself and I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And someone just played it from the back and I was like, this is so embarrassing.
I would love that. How many views does it have, do you know?
I have no idea.
Do you know how many uses the sound has?
I have no idea.
Why do I feel like it's...
See, there's a slight generational gap.
Yeah.
Right?
A little.
If I was 3 years younger,
okay,
I'd know all the bits I'd say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm very like my mom and dad. Like my mom and dad will post something on their WhatsApp status, they won't even realize they're doing it.
Are you on the Instagram instance?
I'm not on the. I haven't posted an instant yet. Have you?
So I didn't know. The minute you take it, it goes. It's posted like that.
Yeah.
So
no, it is. No, there's no going back. And I figured it out. I the first time I saw it, I was on that retreat with Whoop and Kegs was Kegs. Kegs was next to me and he took it and he's like, what's this? And he just kept taking of loads of us and we're both like,
they just kept going up.
Like,
I think I saw those.
Yeah, and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't really know.
That's
and I was
gas.
like, again, my age.
Well, look, if people don't know Pádraig, they're about to.
Yeah, you're about to find out.
The best part of this is I don't really know him either.
No, it's hilarious. And I know you from watching you, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I have been for ages wondering when I'm going to get you in a room on your own so I can just pick your brain. And, like, I think you're
Feel free.
fascinating.
Oh my God, thank you.
In ways like.
Well, do you remember when we first met? I always like to ask people this on the pod.
Do I remember where we first met? Yeah, I do.
Where?
Was it outside the national athletics place?
The Rashida event?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I had never seen you before. Sorry.
A lot of people haven't. Do you know what it is about me?
Okay.
I'm always doing a few bits.
You're always
but the
doing
PR
bits.
girls love me.
Okay.
Right? And quite often I'm invited to an event for a bit of crack.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll be invited to events and I'll be like, why am I invited to
You're
this?
the personality
You know what I mean?
hire.
Like
I'm just slating you this whole
like
podcast.
no, genuinely. Like a couple of years ago, there was a Bear by Vogue event, right?
Okay.
And they brought all these like beauty like influencers like that wear tan down to this island off the coast of Cork.
Nice.
It's called Bear Island, which is obviously the name of her brand as well.
Clever.
But Vogue was going to be there. And everything that they did was from Cork because like all that company is in Cork. So all the food we ate, everything that we did was all Cork, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were even drinking like rosé from Graham Norton because he's from Cork. And the only link that they could get me in on the trip
Cork thing.
was the Cork thing, right? So they brought me down. And so the idea was that we would get off, we got on a ferry, like got a bus down first of all, got on a ferry, crossed to this island, and it was like yurts and like glamping, and it was
Nice.
really nice, wholesome vibes. We were going on a hike and we are going to have coffee, come back and have dinner. There was like a little cocktail bar. We're going to have a few drinks and just be nice and wholesome. But Vogue was just over from the UK and she had like 24 hours and Spencer had been away doing like marathons or something. And she was like, fuck this. This is my break from the kids. Let's go on a mad one. So we broke into the rosé straight away. Like we went on the walk for like 250 meters, did a little bit of content, came back. I ended up inside in the bed with Vogue, right? So me and Vogue are lying in our bed, FaceTiming my mother, right? Who is a massive fan of Spencer, right?
Stop.
And my mom's like, Vogue! And this is what she always says, and no one else will get this, but she's like, I'd sweep out the city hall with a toothbrush for a kiss off Spencer. I was like, no, she did not just say that to fucking Vogue Williams.
My
like,
God.
sure, Vogue loved it. Like,
I get told all the time that I sound like Vogue. Do you
really?
hear that? Yeah.
No, I don't. Well, yeah.
I like.
Is it just because you're loud?
Yeah. I was about to say
Which
obnoxious.
is not.
That's a bit mean.
That's not derogatory.
I think, like, I don't know. I think we both have semi-husky-ish voices.
Yeah.
But she's posh. I'm not.
And you're both well spoken, like.
Both successful, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Talented,
Mm-hmm.
loaded. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, but for real, I think
well, girl,
she's
can
like
I just say,
a million miles
we
ahead of me.
have the same agent. Okay.
Oh yeah, we do.
We have the same agent, and we're in a group chat, right?
Oh, lads.
And Kasey Campion posts videos, ads like fucking like this, like hot dinners.
That's you as well.
And I want to know. Is her accountant solely employed just for Kasey Campion?
My accountant, right? I'm the first like influencer.
Okay.
That because they like usually deal with like companies.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're very strict on me.
I kind of wonder, should I have looked for an account? Now mine's great.
Mm-hmm.
They actually followed me on Friday night.
You were saying no, followed you or unfollowed
followed
you?
me. Followed me.
R.I.P. gifted stuff.
That's it now. Nothing. Everything is going to be hashtag gifted.
Yeah.
Now. But no, lovely guy. But like, I was kind of half wondering. I'd say he doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah, it's a
but
lot.
also, I'll be honest, right? Because I was a teacher. You know that.
No, but we're actually going to go back that direction in a minute.
Right.
But anyway.
So I was a teacher, and we will go back to it. But so when you're a teacher, anyone that's teaching will know, you just go into work and then you get paid,
And that's it.
Everything comes out of your paycheck. Whatever you have to pay is just done. So whatever goes into your bank account is yours, and that's all I've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I was like, oh my God, I have to deal with taxes and shit now, I was just like to my accountant, I was like, hey, I don't know a thing.
No, literally me.
So you can literally take any amount of money you want from me as long as you do the job. And I won't question it. I literally will not question it.
Great.
But like, I will text him like randomly in the middle of the week, just being like, hey, quick question. He's like, yeah, no bother. Like, what? You know what I mean? But like, he mightn't have heard from me for weeks, and then I'll have a query that I've thought of in the middle of the night, you know?
So is your accountant like an independent accountant or like from like a firm?
No, he's independent.
See, mine's like a firm. So I can't really like be like texting like, hey, like, got this McDonald's curry sauce box.
Yeah.
What do I do with it?
No, yeah, I know, and it's such a grey area, isn't it? Because you just don't know what to do. But my friend PJ Kirby was dealing with my accountant first and recommended him, and so I went to him, and because I was embarrassed because I was so embarrassed because I didn't have a clue, and then he made me feel a little bit better. I still don't have a clue, but he's looking after it now, so it's fine.
Because funnily enough, at that event we went to, the one with Rashida, that day I got my first ever letter from Revenue, which is like 2 years ago.
Scary.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you
Was
this,
it
guys.
your first bill?
No, it was a like, you're not paying tax vibes.
Okay.
So this was October 2024. So I only started earning money that year from social media.
Yeah.
But you know the way you're a year behind. So
yeah.
technically at that point I owed nothing.
Yeah.
Because you don't pay till the following year.
Yeah.
So I got a level 1 compliance letter, which is basically like, we know you're earning money, you need to declare it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a little warning.
Yeah.
Apparently if it's a level 2, it's like, we have something on you.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
You know, so it was
They
fine
were just
vibes.
monitoring things like.
Yeah,
which they have to do, I get, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're young and you don't have a clue, like, you know? Because like my first year, like properly making money, and like I wouldn't have made a living, but I was also teaching. So everything I was doing was on the side. And then because I'd already hit like a certain bracket of tax because I was a teacher, then my money for like influencing, which I don't really do, but like for anything that I did extra, was taxed at like a higher rate.
Yes.
So I made I was working like weekends, doing loads of work. Like I was working 7 days a week, like, because I wanted to do stuff in radio and stuff as well. And I was making all that money went to revenue.
Yeah.
You fuckers.
That's one thing I will say,
Come
right?
for me now, the way I'm compliant.
I was right. So I won't say the figure, okay? I'll tell you after. I was at a hotel stay recently and I got a notification on my phone. Lump sum into the account. I was like, drinks on me, everyone. Like, I actually can't believe this.
Yeah.
When I actually like whittled it down, 50% of it wasn't mine.
Yeah.
Like between VAT and tax, I was like, I'm actually not as loud as I thought.
And when I got that first bill, which was a huge shock to me, because I never really thought I was going to get that far, I didn't have any money to pay it.
Did you not put money aside?
No, I never put. No, I had savings because at the time when I was teaching, my idea was that I was going to buy a house and have a wife and kids. I was never going to have a wife. I was never going to have a wife.
Like, wait, what?
Our kids, actually. But so I was able to pay it, but I never put money aside because I just didn't know. It was like Monopoly money to me. I was doing these extra bits and it was coming in and I was like, woo. And then I made a massive fuck up. Like,
yeah, so someone told me to be safe, put 35% of each ad aside, because you could end up owing more,
and
or
then
less.
you can have a little bit at the end of it. You know what I mean?
A bit extra free money.
Yeah, I also think that people just don't talk about things like this enough.
I know.
Because if we fucking talked about it, then we'd know.
Exactly, and like, there's no exact. Like some people say, oh, I expense that. Yeah. And then someone else say, oh no, you can't expense that.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I was
someone
on
told me the other day, they were like, are you claiming back for your haircuts? And
Jesus.
I goes, what? I goes, like, imagine me to the barber, receipt.
Yeah, I was on ChatGPT yesterday going, is a blow dry for an event a business expense? And they were like, no.
You know what I mean? Technically, you could argue the point.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean? Every time I go for breakfast, I'm like, it's the breakfast date.
No, literally, business meeting.
Yeah.
Please, Rev,
only joking. That was tongue in cheek.
Yeah, joke, haha, lol. Okay, right, let's go back.
Oh yeah,
because I have OCD, so my brain needs to go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who are you?
Yeah, that's so fair. So
I was explaining to Pádraig before. Pádraig. You have me all confused now.
You're grand.
That this is going to be like a Tommy Tiernan interview where I don't like. We obviously know each other. We see each other at events.
I know, but we never get to sit down and like have a chat. You know
I
what
see him on like everything.
I'm always so overstimulated at these things as well.
Yeah, it's a lot. Isn't
it's a lot. I find them really over like stimulating and stuff.
Yeah,
and I go in and I'm like,
yeah. It's like a whole, and then you're trying to get videos and everything.
Yeah.
So let's go back to day one.
Yeah.
What's day one for you?
Well,
Who are you?
I'm from Cork, which people didn't realise.
Well, that's
right. And I was teaching in Dublin for like 5 years, but like also simultaneously posting on like my own private Instagram.
So where were you teaching? Primary, secondary?
Primary.
Okay.
The primary school up in the north side, right? I'm on a career break. I'm still technically like, I have a position there, but I took a career break a couple of years ago. I'll get to that.
Okay.
Right? So I've been teaching up in Dublin, but like I always share to my own story, get a nice kick out of like a bit of reaction. Like we all do. If you're in this industry, you like a bit of like clout, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I was a teacher, I was always on private and stuff. And then during lockdown, I had a nervous breakdown, and I was like, I don't want to be.
Didn't we all?
I was like, didn't we all? I was like, I don't want to be a teacher anymore. Actually, it went from being like, I'm going to go back and do masters and be a principal, to being like, I absolutely don't want to do this ever again. So I did like a radio podcasting course with Today FM.
Oh, I know the one. Yes.
It kind of just from there, kind of like I just started building like doing like different bits. So for example, I started a podcast afterwards, which I had for a while, and it was called The Voice Note, and I loved doing it, but I was doing it all on my own. But my idea was, at least I'm doing something because I didn't want to lose the skill of like editing and stuff.
Yeah, so you were editing it yourself, recording it yourself.
And like I just basically would just like write to people who like I liked following online and ask them if they would do an interview with me.
And they would.
And they would 9 times out of 10.
And this is before you like posted publicly.
Yeah, before. Yeah, well, I kind of like then when I launched that podcast, I put my Instagram on public. But like I only had like 2,000 followers.
Okay.
Like I still only have like 23. Like I don't have loads of followers, right?
Okay.
But like I was just from there then. But then I was trying to juggle both, right? Because you know when you kind of do one thing and people see that you're available to do things, it kind of snowballs. So I like do a lot of things for Ireland DM now. I did like the entertainment news like once a week, and now I'm starting to host for them as well. So I was hosted for the first time last week. And then I'm going to be hosting again in June.
You like, I was explaining to Courtney on reception. I was like, would you know, Pádraig, he just does like bits. He does bits.
I always see people like double taking me and then being like, the fuck is this?
Because you do so much stuff.
I do a lot of so like basically I do a lot of shit, right? I do so much shit, but no, everyone wants a bit of me, but nobody wants the full part of me.
We were at our agency's party last week, and I remember saying to you, I was like, "Oh, you're doing loads of bits," and you were like, "Yeah, I'm doing this, and hopefully something will stick." And then I was like, "What if you just shit at everything and nothing sticks?"
I know.
Obviously joking. You're great.
No, sometimes when I'm having a nervous breakdown as well, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm the only pillock that'll do it. Maybe I'm the only fucker that's around here that has time in his hands.
Not true.
No, but I do loads of bits, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's nice. I like it because like I'm relatively. It's only my second year out of my career break. My first year was finding my feet. I spent some time away, and then this year I was like, okay, balls to the wall here now. Let's just see what works and see what I like, because I was getting opportunities in loads of different places. So it's about like looking to see what I want to do, and it's nice. It's nice because I get to meet loads of people. You know what I mean? Like I know people in nearly fucking every radio station in Dublin now.
It's who you know.
It's who you know, and it's nice to get to know these people as well, because you know sometimes you hear of people or whatever, but now you get to have a conversation with them. Which is nice.
So what was the first? So you done the radio and podcasting course.
Yeah.
So what was the first like actual onto radio?
So my thing for me was always I wanted to be on radio.
Okay.
Right? But I think TV came first for me.
Did it?
Yeah, it actually did. Because someone spotted some story that I'd up. And like my thing about Instagram and socials and stuff is I'm way more of a story type of person. Like as in like I take to stories.
I just laugh reaction
you know
to everything.
Yeah, like I like and I probably should do it more on TikTok. But I like just taking out my story and having a little rant or having a little moment in the stories, posting it and forgetting about it and not worrying about the analytics of it. Because like sometimes when I post on Main or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. I didn't get enough views. I don't care as much anymore. But that was probably why I don't post on Main as much.
Okay.
So I would post on stories and I would like just react to things. Like if I was watching TV or whatever, I'd react to things. And someone inside in Virgin Media saw it and was like, hey, will you come on and do a slot? And I was like, yes, no problem. So usually they at the start, it was like there was 3 of us on the couch. And usually I was the guy at the end for comedic relief. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't the expert in anything. Like, you know, they're like, let's bring in a dating expert and Pádraig, you know? Or like, you know what I mean? Like they brought me in one time to talk about, my inability to answer the phone. Like they text me and they're like, hey, like, do you like answering phone calls? And I was like, absolutely hate it. And they're like, perfect, come in. You know, that kind of.
I love that though, because I feel like it's natural to talk about that kind of stuff. It's not like stuff you need to be educated on.
Yeah, totally. So I started doing things like that, and then I got my regular slot there every Saturday doing the entertainment news. And then last year I hosted the party. So they had this like family party for the On Puss Book Awards. Okay. So the On Puss Book Awards are in Mansion House, right? Where everyone's invited. Then they put me over in like the Dean or the Mason, right?
Nice.
In like downstairs in like the cinema, and all the family and friends that couldn't go, like of the nominees, are there. So it's just me having the crack with them. And then Miriam O'Callaghan throws to me a few times. Like, so she's like,
okay.
Right? So like she'll throw to me and she'll be like, Poor, what's happening over there? And of course I'm like, Miriam, your dress is stunning, girl. You're living it up. You know what I mean? Having a laugh. And I've never met Miriam. But at the end, she like turned to the audience. She's like, who's this guy? You know? And she was just having a bit of a laugh. She's like, I love him. Get him his own show. Like that, right? Whoops. She's like, get him his own show. So then the next morning I got a call from the producer in Ireland and he's like, that was really good. We liked your interaction. Will you come in and do a screen test to cover Derek, who does like outside broadcasts? So it just took ages because like I was away and it wasn't working, and it's obviously when he's not there. But next month now I'm doing like a full month of like traveling with the show and going out and like doing outside broadcasts, which is so exciting.
Is that, I've asked this before, that's not weather, is it?
No, he does the weather though.
Right.
He does the weather as well.
Okay.
But I'm not qualified to do the weather.
Right.
Yes.
Not a meteorologist.
No,
or
because
anything.
I'd be like, it's stunning over here. It's manky
Beer
down
garden
here.
weather over here.
Yeah, it's manky over here. Stay away from there. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. And
I'd
you'd
be
be just
shocking.
talking about Cork the whole time.
And like I've been out on outside broadcasts with Derek and I've seen him do it and he's so good. I'm like, I can't compete.
So when you're doing that for the month, will that be like newsy bits?
So I'm doing that for a full week.
Oh, week.
So,
Sorry, a week.
So they'll send me somewhere. So like, for example, I did it already. And the last time I did it, they brought, so like I started out outside St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. And I was just telling the viewers where we were going. And then I went to like a pottery school and did some pottery and like you're just interviewing the person as you're doing it.
Is this for the news?
This is for Ireland M.
Sorry, I'm like so
Yeah.
lost.
No, you're fine.
For Ireland AM.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I said that.
Paul, he does a lot of bits, right?
Yeah.
So this is for Ireland AM. So this would be like a little segment on Ireland AM.
So that was my TV journey.
Okay.
But in the midst, then I've been doing radio as well.
Yes. So what was
And
your first radio thing?
So like I was contributing mostly on 2FM.
Okay.
And going in to do like the coffee run with Laura Fox.
Yeah.
And me and Laura Fox got really friendly and I just kind of go in every now and again and do a few bits. But then someone told me the only way that you're going to get a job in radio is if you just get into a building.
Can't get rid of it.
Doesn't matter how you get in there. Just fake it till you make it kind of vibe. So I applied for a job as a newsreader on Spin.
Right.
Now,
Not the rivals.
right, not the rivals, right? So I applied for a job as a newsreader and they were like, yeah, you can do the interview on whatever day it was. I flew in from New York that morning at 4 a.m. and did the interview at 7. I can't remember the interview. I was like up all night, like literally, right?
My
Can't remember the
God.
interview. Now, bearing in mind, no journalism experience, right? Had never run a desk.
These
Like,
influencers.
don't have a clue. And they were like, obviously I didn't get the job, but they were like, do you want to train in to cover like the news whenever we
Great.
need someone? So I was like, sure. So I've been doing that like on and off for the last year or so.
Okay.
Hilarious because like I go in and they're like, oh, here he comes again. I kind of do more yapping than anything else. I get my news bulletins done. I get them out, right? And like a lot of people don't realize like you're not just reading the news. You're writing the stories. You're doing interviews or whatever. But like I've been there for nearly 2 years and I've seen people come and go. I've seen people get trained in loads of different radio stations, but they just know that I'm there to read Spin. And then if there's like an entertainment story, they're like, you chase that one.
And you're not going anywhere.
Oh no.
You're just
like,
there.
Like sometimes they'll send people out to the door, like a reporter, right? And like for example, if you're doing the morning shift, like you read the news for the first half of the shift and the other half you're out reporting. They'll never send me anywhere important. Because they know,
Nowhere with government
like I'll
officials.
go to my Hall Martin and I'll be like, come here, tell me what's your hot chicken fillet roll order. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be asking about anything.
No.
Housing crisis, it's affecting me, but I haven't a clue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they did. Today was the first day they sent me out on the street to do boxes.
Oh, you were saying
Yeah.
yes.
And it was about dodgy boxes. And I went out to the first two people and they both told me to fuck off, right? And I think it was because they thought I was an undercover guard because I talked about dodgy boxes.
Right.
But fortunately, I was on Drury Street and my barber's is there. And I'm
Right.
exposing myself here now. So I
No,
went
you have to fake
I
things
went
for
into my
boxes.
barber and I was like, you're going to have to do a Vox for me. And she's like, I'll get everyone in the barber shop to do it. So there was 3 people getting their hair cut and 2 barbers and I just got them all to do a Vox pop. And then I was like, I can't go back to work now because it's too quick. So I just sat outside for 10 minutes to make it look like I was really busy.
Low-key though, sometimes if I'm doing boxes and I have like a narrative that I want, I'm like, can you just say this?
Yeah.
And then they'll say it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's great.
Exactly.
Like guys, media's all fake.
Oh
Sorry.
my God. Yeah, especially the news.
Yeah.
No,
No,
right?
the news.
No, the news isn't.
Our news team
The
will
news
kill me.
isn't. No, the news isn't. But yeah, so that's how I started there, and then I've been covering some shows in there now as well.
Yeah, so you covered, was it Breakfast and Spin?
I did Spin for 3 weeks with David Hammond.
What was
'cause
that like?
So breakfast radio has always been my dream gig. Like from
I thought you said your dream date.
my dream date has always been with David Hammond.
Yeah, well.
You know what I mean? It was just trying to narrow him. No, unfortunately, I'm at his type, right?
Right, you got him. But you got him in a room.
But I was asked to go in and do a demo with Dave, and we know each other from passing, but like we're on different floors in the office, so we'd only see each other like very seldomly.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was a bit of an oddball, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I was
Fair.
just like, whatever. So when they asked me that, I was kind of surprised, and then we did a demo, and we clicked so
Straight
quickly.
away.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know when you just click with someone, and it was just so much fun. So I did that for 3 weeks while Emma was on holidays, and then I'm going to be in again next month because Faye Short's out. She does the nighttime show.
Oh,
So we're
right.
gonna be
We're
on
going
at
to
the
be
same
hashtag
time.
rivals.
We're going to be rivals. We're going to be rivals.
Guys, it's so funny, right? So we're in the same agency and we have a group chat, as we said. And whenever someone does an ad, we send something in.
Yeah.
But Pádraig sent in a thing when he was covering for Spin.
So basically, I was trying to impress the boss man.
Yes,
right?
as you do.
So I posted one of the clips from the show and I was like, guys, this isn't an ad, but can you please engage with it, please? Because I need the boss man to think that I'm popular. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
I always
this one
do it.
pipes up.
Myself and Crossy were like, we are not interacting.
Which is totally fair. Which is totally fair.
Like, come on.
Whereas I'm like this on FM 104.
Yeah,
but you see, I'm not contracted to anybody.
You need to keep your hand everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
I was
saying?
going to post a pic and just send it to the boss man over and Spin and be like, look.
Oh, they want me.
Look, I'm in Mackin House.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like with radio, if you're not contracted to anyone, you can kind of just probably do what you want.
You can do exactly what you want. And like, there was a time before, and I wouldn't say, and it wasn't Spin, it wasn't Two, but there was a job that I was doing at the time, and they didn't like that I was also doing stuff elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, then pay me more.
Exactly.
I'm not getting paid enough to do.
I seen a thing today. This is like similar but different. A girl, Clodagh Henderson. I don't know if you'd know her. She does like her own influencer, but she also just started her own company, like doing UGC for brands.
Okay.
And like she was saying that companies will text her and be like, "Hey, we've just launched this new product. We're going to give you the product for free, and can you give us this, and this?" No money.
No,
Like,
it's outrageous.
What? Like, are you actually insane?
No, it's funny because I, especially at the beginning, did so many things for free.
You have to.
You have to do it,
Yeah.
and that's just the way it is. And then you feel bad eventually when you start asking for money. But someone did say to me recently, we all need to collectively start asking for money because if one person will do it for free, you break the link.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
people will get away with it. You know what I mean? And like the thing about it is, right? And I get it. Look, I know people are like, oh, influencers have it easy, content creators have it easy. They get loads of perks. You do get loads of perks with the job, but it's a ball ache. It's a ball ache.
Yeah, and the perks don't pay the bills.
No, my God, it's really difficult, and I find it really difficult. Like even like I'm very fortunate now. My June is busy. I've gotten I didn't have nothing going for April. Got a few ads for this month, and I'm like, oh my God. Even though I'm so grateful to have them, and I've also realized over time that I only want to do ads for things that I will use.
Yeah.
At the start, I'd have flogged a dead donkey. I'd have sold sand to the Egyptians and snow to the Eskimos.
At the start, I
but
sold
it was just because you're like, oh my God, I'm doing an ad.
I know, I'm getting paid money.
Yeah.
I sold these fucking like these sticky bra cups you put in
you know
your
what
bra
I mean?
for €100, right? €100 I done this for, and this is 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, look at the difference from this side and this. Like, oh,
I know,
my God,
you completely sell your soul.
Of course you would.
You know what I mean? You would like, and it's a great way to start out, and you do learn from it.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm definitely probably not in a financial position to be turning things down. But like, there are some things that I won't do.
Yeah, but it is stressful. Like, I know, like people say it's easy, but like I got an ad in yesterday, Monday. It's due tomorrow, right? And there's certain things involved in the ad that just logistically I cannot get done in a day.
And you know what the thing is, and I respect you for it, right? Is like you're fucking busy. Like you know, like you have a job too. I think a lot of like brands and stuff. And I'm not criticizing anyone. Oh my God, I'm never going to get work again. They don't realize that we actually have jobs too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that we're,
I didn't realize you. So like
I left my house this morning at 20 to 6.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? I worked until 2. I went to the gym afterwards. I'm here now and I'm going to an event. Well, I'm going to the Bord Gosh to the opening of Waitress afterwards.
Opening up an envelope.
So I left my house at 20 to 6 this morning. I won't get back tonight till 10:30. And like, that's not out of the ordinary for me.
I'm the same.
So if you're telling me,
every day is so different.
So if you're telling me, oh, you need an ad in the morning, I'm like, oh, girl, I can't do that properly anyway.
And like the thing is, I could have turned down the ad, but first of all, when you see the money, you're not going to turn that shit down.
What's a couple of days?
I know, but like the ad that I'm doing, it has to involve other people, so then I'm involved in other people's schedules. Yeah, and it's like how am I going to get this done by tomorrow? I
had an issue before with someone who was pushing that on me. And I was like, I can't actually make people do this for free, but also the idea was that I would get a group of friends together, and I was like, I feel uncomfortable asking my friends who aren't on social media to go on an ad with me for free, and then potentially for the ad to not go viral but to get loads of views, and for them to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and they're not getting any money.
You know, and then all other times I felt as though, and I wouldn't say it was the brands, but maybe it was the PR. Were like not forcing, but like trying to get this rhetoric of me being like, oh, get some friends, you know, involved, but would love me to be like, Kasey, will you be in my ad? So there's loads. They're getting like other creators in knowing that they'll probably share it for me.
Yeah. Like I get, now he doesn't mind at all, but I get a lot of briefs being like, can Kasey and her dad do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously he's going to do it.
Yeah.
And he's never going to ask for money. he'll joke with me and be like, I'm getting cut that. But like, that's another person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would have got a lot, particularly at the beginning with my mom, because when I had like a couple of thousand followers and I didn't really like, I kind of knew everyone, or I knew I could like link everyone to like who they were. I would post more of my family. I don't post them that much anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not that they care. It's just I don't want to be like taking advantage, whatever, right? Whatever it is. I don't have something in my head. Also, my mum has been out now, like in the pub, and like there's girls screaming at her in the bathroom, which is so funny, and she loves it.
My dad gets that
but
as
I'm just kind of like, I don't know, like how I feel about it when I'm not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Like my brother Jody, right, uses it to his advantage. Oh, I'm Kasey Campion's brother.
As he should.
Gets all the women, right?
As he should.
Today I say, will you get in this ad for me, this ad for me? Oh God, no, not a chance.
No, I know.
I'm like, are you tapped to the head? Like,
I got my sister into one before, and it was abysmal. Like she'd one line to deliver, and I was like, "This is worse than Fair City."
It's like holding a gun to their head.
It was horrific.
But like it is, like my content is better when I have my family in it.
Yeah, no, and like my mum is dynamite, and I've done ads with her before, and
gold.
like when I get the right moment, I will post it because it is fucking funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have a pinned video of her, and I think everyone could find her if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But she's a screamer, and she loves it too. But like I was getting a lot of like that kind of like, you know, can you do something with your mum? Which I have no bother doing. But then it started becoming, hey, can you do like skits of an Irish mammy? And I'm like, when have I ever worn a wig in an content?
like,
also, I'm not an actor. Also, respectfully, you want me to do what James Patrice is doing. I just have less of a following, so you could pay me less. Fuck off. He's really good at what he does.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
all about
Pay him instead.
trying to get less.
Yeah.
More for less, which I suppose is just the whole...
It's business.
The whole thing.
It's business optics. Again, accountant.
Yeah, accountant,
Do you know?
please don't be listening.
Yeah, please don't.
So sorry now. Paul's going to be laughing at me because I'm still confused. So every Saturday you're doing Ireland DM.
Yes.
That's it. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Slot.
Unless I can't do it for whatever reason.
Okay. You just said you were in work till 2. Is that the spin news thing?
So I did news today. So like I'm sporadic in news. So like there are news readers in there. But if anyone's out, they can move things around and put me on spin.
Okay. So that's not like a 5-day a week thing.
No, like I'm doing 4 days this week, but I haven't done it in 2 weeks.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
And then you still do bits with Laura?
So I'm on 2FM twice a week now with Laura and Katya. They have a new show.
Yes.
So I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay. You know, I was saying to Ali Hayes at the collab party.
Pal of mine.
Yeah, pal of yours. I don't know how this came up. I think I had 2 drinks on me, and I was like, you know, when people ask me like who my inspiration is, like I never really have one.
Yeah.
But like recently I've been thinking it's low-key Laura Fox.
Do you know the thing about Laura Fox is, right? I only met Laura Fox properly maybe 18 months ago.
Okay.
And we clicked really quickly and we get on really well. I'm going to her wedding now
I thought you were friends years.
In August, right? But the first thing she said to me was, there's room for everybody. Do you know what I mean? She was like, there's room for absolutely everyone. And she was like asking me, what do you want to do? And I was only starting out at the time. And I was like, I'd love to have my own show eventually, but I know I have to put in the graft. And she was like, she was 11 years before she got her own show.
Was
like
she?
11 years, like working in accounts, all behind the scenes, just doing the graft.
Do all that.
And I found it really inspiring. And then she was like, and there's room for us all. And she will always, not only me, but she will always pick a voice and like try and get other voices on and give people a chance as well, which I think is a really nice thing for someone who is as successful as she is now. She's like having a moment, I think.
Yeah, because you can easily get a job like that and be like, oh, I'm not letting anyone else
Oh my
in
God,
here.
totally.
Do you know what I mean?
And like part of me is like, I hope that if I'm ever as successful or if I've ever got my own, that I would do the same. But another part of me is like, would I be like afraid?
No, like low-key same though.
You know what I mean? But you do, because you fight so hard for it. And you know it's a lot. Like I know you're, I don't know what your road crew is.
The promo team.
Yeah. Like, didn't you start off in the promo?
Yeah, at the time that we were called the Roadsters.
The Roadsters.
That's what I started as.
You know what I mean? And then Cork, like there's loads in Cork, whatever.
Yeah. So like low-key, because I know everyone doesn't have to do the same journey, but because I like grafted, if someone just walked in and got a show, I'd be like, I'd be fuming. Do you know what I mean? Like you would.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Laura, she's so, well, she's older than me, but she's so young, so successful, doing the radio, also doing loads of TV bits.
And I think a lot of the reason she's successful is because people like her because she's so
nice. She comes
nice.
across so genuine.
And she's like that to everybody. You know what I mean?
So I feel like Laura Fox, you're my inspo.
Yeah.
I want to be the next Laura Fox.
There you go now.
I want to be on Dancing with Stars.
You put it out there now.
Would you go on Dancing with Stars?
If I was asked, I would do it in a heartbeat, but I'm way off that now. Have you ever been approached?
No, but people keep starting these rumors and I'm like, lads, I'm not at that level of my career yet.
I don't see how you're not.
Like if they wanted a TikToker, but like she's
and Katie Trapp did it.
Yeah, but like
I would see you up there.
Don't boost my ego. No,
genuinely. And like also, if you look at the people who did it last year, not everyone had a big following.
True.
You know what I mean?
I would say I'd love to have it in the 5-year plan.
Yeah.
It's the only thing in my 5-year plan.
I would absolutely love to do it. I do know that there's a availability call goes around like towards the end of the summer.
Make sure my phone's on there. Hang on.
Towards the end of the summer, because I know loads of people who've gotten the availability call said that they're available, haven't gotten it, but like have gotten the availability call every year. So I do think it's down to like dynamics as well, and saying, okay, we've got someone this age and we've got someone this demographic. Let's see if we can get someone else.
Yeah. See, the other problem is, other than me not being relevant enough, I can't dance at all. No rhythm.
But that's even better, no?
No, but like 0 rhythm. I can only do. Can you do Lush Life?
No, I can't.
Oh, will you do Lush Life?
I will try, but like, I don't know it. Like,
you don't know Lush Life?
No, I don't know it.
You
but like, I've seen you do it so many times. Don't you dare! What? I strike you sometimes.
That can dance. I was going to say.
I used to dance when I was younger, growing up, but I don't.
So you have a bit of rhythm.
I have rhythm.
Okay.
I can pop to the beat.
But then you're ahead of me already.
Okay, grand.
Because I know, like, going on Dance with the Stars, you're obviously going to get trained up and all, but I fear I wouldn't even be able to do the stuff.
I have rhythm, I just can never remember the steps.
Okay. I feel like it'd be a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but pressure's for tires.
That's true.
I would love to do, I auditioned for Big Brother. And got really far in the process. Yeah, spitting the tea here now because I'll probably never audition for it again. They brought me to a hotel up in the airport.
In Ireland?
Yeah, and they were brought into a room, and the first thing they do is they sit you in a circle, and they're like, if you had to nominate one person in the room, who would you nominate and why? And I was like, I don't know. And we're like, this girl was like, we were all just, I think what happened was everyone piled on the one person. Like once they named one person,
everyone just started.
And they were like, okay. Well, you're evicted. Got her out and just walked her out of the room. She literally drove. She was from Cork as well. I never met her before. She came up to Dublin, drove up to Dublin. She came up on the bus, on the air coach because it was up in the airport.
Not the public transport.
Walked across, was in there for 5 minutes, and then they sent her off.
Giving triggers.
And she bawled her eyes out. And I don't blame her. And then so they kept knocking people out. And then it got to the medical form. Right. And I never heard from them again.
What shite did you put on the medical form?
But there was a guy, I can't remember his name. I follow him on Instagram, who was in my audition, who got in the end.
So it could have been you.
Matty. Yeah. A couple of years. It was about maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. Matty Simpson.
I've never watched it.
Yeah.
Not in years.
It was the year, was it the year it came back again for Channel 5? I don't know. But anyway, it came back. But when one of the things we were doing is we were doing like a walking debate. So we we're all put in this room and they asked a question about non-binary bathrooms, right?
Okay.
And I was brought up against a fella who was like totally against them for whatever, like everything he said was just like, he was just absolutely not.
There was absolutely no way.
Me, I know, sorry.
Sorry guys, Pádraig keeps hitting my...
I speak with my hands. I'm like literally, right? So basically he was so against them. Right? And whichever, that's fine. I'm all about whatever. But I obviously didn't, was the opposite, whatever. Right?
Okay.
And we end up going fucking head to head. Right? And they kept like poking him so that he get more riled up.
Oh my God.
So he's like losing his shit. And he actually has a big following. Right?
Okay.
He starts losing his shit. And I just start smiling at him. Right? Because I was really nervous because I was like, this man's going to hit me. And I just kept being like, I was like, why are you getting so bad? I go, stop getting so bad. Have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about it. And he just kept getting riled up.
That would rile me even more.
Then he insulted somebody else, a woman. Like he made a derogatory comment to women. So they got rid of him. But before they got rid of him, they announced that I was going through the next round and he was fuming.
He hated his life.
Yeah, he hated his life.
But that's mad. So like all the people that are going for Big Brother are all in the same room.
Yeah, and it's funny because there was a guy, so then there was 2 groups of us brought in. We were the first group and then the second group. And the second group were there when we were leaving and we were told, don't even look at them. Do not look at them. So we walk in and they're all like, hey, like, how did you get on? And we're just like this.
You can't.
But there was a guy in there that I recognized because he went viral in the video at Electric Picnic before, and he was also in the last series of The Traders in Ireland. So like everyone's kind of like there's definitely a lot of people that audition for everything.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Do you
feel like, do you know that show High Road, Low Road?
I'd love to do it.
You know what, right? That's something that I have a chance at because they got radio presenters on recently.
Yeah, they did.
Zainab, who works here.
Yeah, and Mikey Graham.
2FM.
Mikey, yeah.
Like, I feel like if they, like, you know, if they're doing it, You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely think you could do that.
I think.
Laura Fox has done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, they're probably running out of people. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. And it's such a good show.
Great
Plus,
show.
you don't really need to know who the people are or if you want me on.
Yeah, like, will we do it? We could do it.
We could do it together.
That's what I'm low-key
But
pitching
the
right
only
now.
problem now is if we were to do it together, I'd get jealous of whatever you were doing if you were doing it without me.
Yeah.
Even if it was low road.
So fair.
You know what I mean?
But you know what I feel like? I think for better television, they'd give me low road.
Do you think so?
I think they would.
Fine by me.
I feel like they would.
Yeah, I know. But I kind of think that maybe we're both characters that they would give low road to.
That's very true.
Do you
So
know
they
what I
wouldn't put
mean?
us on together.
No, maybe not. Well, you never know.
Well, look, speaking of doing things together, I've been pitching this idea for a while now, right? So I had this gorgeous idea that I wanted to have a breakfast show with Mitch in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because I'm happy where I am now.
Yeah.
But then I was chatting to Paul the other day and I said, actually, I have a new idea. My new breakfast show is me, Mitch, and Pádraig.
Pitch it. We have a ball. The only thing is there'd be no air.
Oh, and also no one would listen.
But that's kind of what you need though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially in the morning.
100%. But then I was like, when I said this to Paul, I was like, wait, I'm here pitching a radio show with Pádraig and I haven't even asked him to come on my second podcast.
I know, he's waiting for it.
How did it not cross my mind?
I was kind of wondering what was going to happen. No, I'm really joking.
I was actually saying, serious.
No.
Did it ever cross your mind?
No.
But I was like, how did I not think
I
of
was
this?
just like, oh no, I'm not the demographic.
Oh no, you're the demographic.
Nah, I'm only kidding.
But yeah, breakfast. Then I was low key like thinking, do I only want this because I think Pádraig and Mitch are really funny? Like, what am I bringing to the table?
No, but you're funny too.
Yeah, but you are like, so do I.
Grand. No, I think you're funny too.
Yeah, like,
and I think there'd be a good dynamic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you could, like, I don't know, keep us in check. Like,
this is so bad. I was just about to say, is there any breakfast shows with 2 men and a woman? Literally Strawberry Alarm Clock. Like, cancel me right now.
The first one that's in my...
Yeah, it's next door to me right now. Yeah. Maybe we'd have to, like, okay... See, we're like, it's gonna be hard to pick a station.
I know.
Because obviously, you know, I'm gonna want to.
They're all gonna want us now.
That's
this
true.
Is the problem.
And 3 influencers, we're gonna want the big bucks.
Yeah. I'll do it for free. I've done it before.
It'd be great. I feel like
I do it for the crack.
It would be. Oh, let's.
Look, it's out in the atmosphere
putting
now.
out the feelers.
Whatever it's called.
I love how I'm just like organising this and I don't even know if the 2 of you want this.
Oh, girl, I'll take anything. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we know that.
As long as they don't have to do it solo. Yeah.
That'd be great crack.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've obviously had a bit of a taster of it. Breakfast would be hard.
Breakfast. So I'm a morning person.
Okay. Yeah,
so
you
like,
go for Petra and all that early.
Yeah, I'm up at it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for me to be in the gym for 6.
That's crazy.
Do you know? But then equally, I'm signing out at 3 o'clock. Like I could be
done for the day.
Oh, like I could be retiring to the bed for 5.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, whereas I'm the complete opposite. I start work at 7.
But you know, once you do, like you get into the routine of it. Like, because I was up so early for spin when I was doing the breakfast. I've just kept getting up that early now.
Okay.
Because I'm like in the routine of it, which is fine because it's summertime.
Yeah, once it's depressing winter.
You know what I mean? Then in the winter it's different.
Because I go to the gym after work. I go at 11 at night.
I've seen your stories timestamped and I'm like, first of all, how is it open?
24 hour.
Crazy. Where's that?
Anytime Fitness.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then no, I'd be turning over like.
But do you know what, right? So people always say to me, oh my God, it must be great having a radio show in the evening for the full day. I'm like, somehow the day just goes like this.
But also, I kind of feel as though as well, when you've got something in the evening, you can't do anything else because you're hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And
my when I was in spin, we'd obviously have production meetings and stuff afterwards. You'd be wrapped by 12 o'clock.
Like a normal person with my job would probably go to the gym during the day.
Yeah.
And then be done at 10.
I know, but you're always at something.
I'm always at something.
Aren't you?
Are you going to that thing tomorrow with Chivers?
No, I'm working.
Rage.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
Pilates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilates, yeah.
Then again, I say I'm excited and Ali's going to kill me off.
But you know what, right? I love those kind of events. I've kind of gone off. This is so like from a place of privilege, but like I've kind of gone off going to the ones at night time.
The drinking ones.
The drinking ones.
Same.
They're all gorgeous and they're fantastic. But it's like, that's fine if you've nowhere to be the next day.
Yeah.
But I have 3 drinks and I feel it.
Yeah. I love a little daytime Pilates event.
Oh, love a little something in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Like a nice class, little brunch, something like that, or even a pop in, pop out.
Yeah, or a little
love.
like I had one recently with Nike and Elvery's, and it was in like
that looked really cool.
Stud, and it was like you got runners, you got to go on a run, we got coffee. I'm like, maybe I'm getting old, but that's my dream day.
No, but like, and like a lot of brands were doing things like that in January.
Yeah,
everyone was doing dry Jan, and I was like, I didn't even have to go to the gym because I had about 3 classes a week.
Literally. Whereas
You know what I
coming
mean?
up to the summer, it's going to be like drink, which is fine.
Which is great, and I do love it. You know what I
Someone
mean?
please bring me to Electric Picnic.
Honestly, and all together now.
I'm going to be at that work.
My issue is, so my best friends are Kevin and PJ from my grandmam, and before I ever like started like creating content or whatever, I was always there. Kevin's +1 to things,
Right?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Particularly Electric Picnic. But in the last couple of years, I've managed to get tickets, but they've been performing at it, so they get glamping. And when I say glamping now,
They get the fancy camping.
4-poster bed, right?
No.
They've got like a carpet and a mat. They've got plugs and lamps.
You see,
and
Paul, this is what a successful
heaters,
podcast
right?
looks like.
When I tell you now, right? You get up in the morning, you go down for your breakfast. They have full Irish,
Nah.
right? When I say full Irish, I mean everything, right? And then you go back, have a little nap.
How do you
And
have live?
I'm like, they're not doing an Electric Picnic this year. They like did like the Electric Arena last year, so they can't do this year or whatever. And they're also on tour. So I'm like,
They're
shit.
so- they're just
I'm
doing
like,
so
what?
well, aren't they?
I'm like, just pitch me a tent. If I don't have to pitch,
Just give me something.
Just give me something that's not in
Camping.
the camping place.
What's your HOs on like the normal glamping? Just like the
Oh, gorgeous!
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
I done that last year.
I cannot go in when you walk out on the Monday morning through the campsites. That those people are like, they are built differently. I've done it.
I've done that every year till last year.
I've done it, and
Yeah.
I used to do it. I used to do it every year. But when when you get a taste of it,
Once you get the taste, there's no going back.
yeah. And like I like my friends now and me, like I haven't got a ticket for all together now. I probably will try and acquire one. But like we're thinking of just booking the camping and just having it there.
That's what I did.
Because you can always sell it again afterwards.
Yeah.
But like you couldn't catch me, because I do need my couple of hours.
And dragging in all the stuff. It's not happening. Like
No.
for EP last year, I luckily got a ticket from 3. It was the first time getting invited, but there was no camping or glamping involved. So me and 5 others just pitched in for glamping. Now 6 glamping in the one tent is still a lot. Like
It's a lot, but it's
much better than a tent.
It's much better than the tent,
Mhm.
and it's not even. I don't even mind the tent and the sleeping bag. I need like
the bed.
it's just the surroundings.
Yeah.
When you get out in the morning, you know that there's not a shit in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not
But,
going
like,
to hear 2 people riding all night next to you. You know what I mean?
Well, you might.
Which- yeah,
It does
well,
get
actually-
melody though in the glamping.
Oh, it does.
It does get melody.
It does. You know what I mean? But like everyone's a little bit more sophisticated.
They are. They
You know
are.
what I mean?
And like,
There's a bit more grace and decorum.
yeah, and even though I was glamping, I still didn't shower till day 3.
Well, you know what I mean? That's a bit of you.
Are
You know
you
what I mean?
a shower every day guy at festival? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm up,
You have to commit to the
up and-
scald.
I'm up and at it. But I think like our showers, I think you like we weren't far from each other. You were just in the place that was a little bit less than mine.
Less bougie.
Yeah.
I was in Pink Moon.
And I was in Harvest Moon, which is across the way.
Okay, and then
So
there's
it was
Under
the
the
same
Stars.
company.
That's the bougie.
Oh no, sorry. I lie. I was in Under the Stars.
That's the bougie one.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So you were in the one.
I had a door with a lock.
Ah, shut up. would you?
Yeah, no, a wooden door.
Was your bed a mattress?
It was a mattress, but it was a steel frame.
Come on now.
And you could put your stuff underneath.
Who'd you go with?
I went with White Claw.
Ah.
Yeah, because I wasn't hosting. The lads were hosting something. It's a competition that they do called, can't remember. And
Not that important anyways.
name that song, name the tune, right? So it's so much crack.
Okay.
So, you know, when you're hungover, you need the vibes brought. That's one thing I'll give Kevin and PJ credit for. They know to bring the vibes. So me and 2 others are hosting it. Usually it's Victoria's Secret, the drag queen, and somebody else.
Mhm.
It was Painted by Kira this year.
Okay.
Lol. And
I didn't hear about this.
We get people up onto the stage. The lads are hosting it, and they play a song, and then the people have to sing the end of the song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Don't forget the lyrics, kind of thing.
Bit of crack.
And it is always lit. Like people up on the tables.
There's that EP.
There's that EP. They do it 2 days, and it's always unbelievable crack.
See, I never go to any of these like little niche things at
Yeah,
EP.
well, I know what you mean, and I started doing it like last year, the before, and it's so worth it. And like you see people like coming from miles when they hear the good music.
Yeah.
And it's so much crack.
Well, do you want to know some scandal about EP last year?
Go on.
So I got uninvited by a brand.
How do you do that?
I know.
How does that happen?
I
Is it because you
know.
post something controversial and they want to bring somebody else?
Not even. So a certain brand reached out to our agency,
Yeah.
Sarah Don't Kill Me, and said we'd love to bring Kasey.
Don't mind Saz.
Yeah, what does she do?
Have you been on to Sarah being like, Sarah, anyone going to all together now? I'm like, are you working that? And she's like, I'll see what I can do.
She'll be on annual leave probably when we need something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Loves an annual leave day.
She has to put annual leave into my calendar so that I don't text her.
And me.
You know what I mean? And,
And
she's not even my go-to. She's your go-to.
Is she
isn't
not your go-to?
No.
Who's
no.
your go-to?
I had Aoife for ages, and now I
Okay.
have Aoife and Killian.
Right.
And I'll give you some lore.
Okay.
Killian is like one of the newest members of the team. And I had Aoife before that, and Aoife was like, look, Killian's going to be coming in and he's going to be taking some of like my work. And I was so fucking pissed off.
Were you?
Yeah, because I was like, not her fucking pawning me off on the new guy. He is fucking chef's kiss.
I haven't had him for anything.
He is so good. Like so on. Now, so is Aoife, but he's probably because he's trained by her. I don't know. Actually, well, no, Lynn told me when he arrived that he was on the ball. He is so good at what he does. I'm obsessed with him. He's like so efficient, and like, you know, if you've got I hate querying anything. Like the other day,
query everything.
I was doing something the other day for a brand, and I didn't know what I needed to wear.
Okay.
And I was like, can you ask? He's like, I was like, can you just query one or two things with me? He was like, is it what to wear? And I was like, how did you know? He goes, already queried. I was like, you are fucking so. And that was the day after the collab party.
And
So
he was still on the ball.
And he was still on the ball. So you can
Sarah's
imagine
very
him
on the
a
ball as
regular.
well.
Sarah's also on the ball.
And I now
She
have-
just texted me a while ago or an ad.
Oh, I ignore her all the time. She's texting me right now. She literally texted me right now.
I
Okay.
should have told her when I was onto that I was coming to this.
Yeah, because she'll be listening now.
Yeah.
Better say good things. So I have
Love.
Isha now doing what Killian's
Yeah.
probably doing
Yeah.
the thing. So like chiming in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
As
But
I
they're
like to
all
say,
good.
They're all good.
Which is great. You know what I mean? It's nice to know.
But sorry, Sarah, please don't kill me for this. The EP scandal.
The EP scandal.
So-
this is lore.
I've never said this online because I was like, I don't want to get blacklisted. But
Like at the same time, it's nice for people to know that it's not all rosy in the
yeah,
garden.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
So Sarah makes a group chat of me, her, and Brandon, and is like, this brand wants to bring the two of you
Okay.
together as like a little friendship duo or whatever. And I was
Yeah.
like, great, under the stars, camping, like fancy, bougie, dream day. And I was like, oh my God, this is my first time meeting about EP. I'm so excited. So I told the whole office.
Yeah.
Everyone in this
I've
building
done this.
knew that I was going to EP with this brand. And I told my whole family, and usually I'd be very good at not saying things, but I was just so excited about
I'm
this.
the worst.
Yeah. So then Sarah goes on annual leave, shock her. And I was like,
Where does she be going?
I don't know where she is
Honestly,
going.
though,
All these mad places.
Are they like unlimited paid leave or
Yeah,
what?
she goes to like Italy and all these places.
She was in Brighton on her holidays last year.
Come on.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
like that TikTok.
I love that.
What's that sound on TikTok?
You know it,
we're
not me.
Is it Brighton? I don't know. Anyway, right. So she goes on holidays. SJ, I like to say SJ takes over
Yeah.
when Sarah's on holidays because she's someone else. Yeah.
She's another boss.
Yeah, and SJ's then dealing with the brand, like following up, but we're not hearing anything back. And then, long story short, they came back and they were just like, "Oh, the brand has decided to go another direction."
I got one of those messages today.
Another direction? What do you mean?
Yeah.
EP is the One Direction. It's in Strat Valley.
One Direction.
That's the one place
Yeah,
to go.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Like, yeah, that's where
Do you
I'm
know what I
going.
mean?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, I know.
so-
Because I block booked 3 days off for something that I was meant to be doing next month, whatever, right? And now they've decided to go in a new direction. I'm
That's
like,
just a
no,
nice way of saying we don't want you.
That's just tell me I'm shit.
Yeah.
Tell me you
Like-
got someone else for either cheaper or someone better. You know what
But
I mean?
then I looked at some of the
But I'm
other.
going to be watching now to see who's doing the gig.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So I obviously then watched to see who else the brand brought, and everyone they brought was great. I'm not saying I should have been there over anyone that was there.
Yeah.
But
Will you tell me the brand after?
of course I will.
Mm.
Would you believe? Right, a week later, hey Kasey, we'd love to send you out a PR pack,
Shove it up your ass.
an EP PR pack. I was like, is this a joke? So I didn't reply. Then I get like 3 follow-up emails. We'd love to send you out this PR pack, and Brandon was like, look, just don't burn any bridges. Just tell them you want the PR pack. And I was like, right. Told them I want the PR pack. Did it ever come? No.
Shut up.
Never.
Well,
came.
that's just bad management, if you
Yeah.
ask me.
Yeah,
Do
and
you know what I
I
mean?
was just like,
But look, I bet you went and had a good time anyway.
I did.
Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? It worked out for the better because I didn't get my glamping hashtag gifted to me. I bought it, which meant I could say, haha, I paid for my
Yeah,
glamping.
exactly.
And I got to go with more of my friends.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, especially in those places, you can't bring anyone in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you like I have drifted into the what I would call the cattle mart.
The ordinary camping.
Yeah. Economy.
Yeah.
Economy
Oh,
camping.
The peasants.
I
be
have
in there.
gone in there, like, because there is like
It's better crack.
it is better crack
Mm.
until you have to go to sleep
Yes.
and wake up.
Yeah. Like, do you know that called my boyfriend Uncle Pat?
Yeah, of course I do.
Great. Uncle Pat.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so
I feel
cute.
like.
How
yeah,
old does he put up with you?
I don't know.
Honestly,
That's a really good question.
it's a huge green flag.
It is.
Because I don't, I'm not dating anyone, but I often wonder, and I've asked people when I have been on dates, I have been like, are you afraid I'm going to talk about you online? And like most of the time they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, just wondering. And they're like, wait, are you
Because,
going
like-
on? And I'm like, no, I don't. I never do that.
But just to know.
But like, I want to
is-
know if you're concerned.
Yeah, I am a difficult person at the best of times.
I believe it. I've
Being-
heard that about you. No wonder you
Yeah.
got dropped by Brand for EP.
Being with me by choice is a big decision to make.
But there's definitely perks to it too.
Oh, loads of perks.
Loads of free stuff.
Free tickets,
Free
free
ti-
everything.
you know what I mean?
But would you believe, I actually brought my best friend Clodagh with me to EP instead of him because he already had a ticket.
Yeah, fair.
So-
But that's healthy too.
It is.
And he probably wanted to be with his own friends. No?
Yeah, and no offense, EP, I snuck him into the glamping like every night.
Yeah.
But he was in the cattle mart. First night, his tent gone, trampled on, broken, pissed on, the whole lot. Like, what do you do for the rest of the weekend?
But people do it.
What do you do?
You know,
Like,
people do
your
it,
tent
like-
is a goner.
You know what I mean? It's scandalous.
Yeah, it's
And
the whole thing.
Where were we? Oh no, it was my friends. I wasn't there. My friends were at IP. Was it last year? And
The wind.
they'd oversubscribed the amount of people that were meant to be there, so there was no space for them. So they started opening extra fields.
That was last year.
Was it last year?
That was last year.
But they were parked, or they had camped, set up camp because they were told where to camp. But it was like kind of blocking a pathway a little bit, but like not the whole pathway. People could walk around their tent. They were like, okay, we hate this because people can kick us, but it's fine because we have to do it. They were told to take their whole tent down and re-pitch it in this other field that was like miles up the road.
The first year I went, I got there when it was dark. Bad mistake. Ended up paying these lads beside us to put up our tent. And then the following year we got the Girl Scouts. You know they have Girl Scouts?
Yeah, they do.
Because I am not pitching a tent. I'll do many
and like
things.
the money goes to charity, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, I
I
think
didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think you tip them. I stayed in like the performers area one year as well.
Oh, bougie.
I wasn't
Okay.
performing.
Okay.
But they were oh, this is awful. So they were so I was in the performers area and the idea was that they were going to pitch a tent for me. And I got
Okay.
there and they were like, we just haven't gotten to your tent yet. And I was like, mate, no bother. No
rush.
No
We're here for the
bother.
weekend.
I was like, I'm here all weekend. I was like, can I just leave my stuff like where you're pitching it? It's safe enough, and the artist, like all the people are performers.
Yeah.
They're like, absolutely no worries. So I left all my stuff there. And then I went away. And when I came back, I was locked. Like I was so pissed, right?
On the White Claws.
On the White Claws.
I'm 25
on
this
the
year.
white-
Bring me,
There you
please.
go. Do you have to be 25?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
That's why I could never do alcohol stuff.
Oh my God, girl, you're so in there.
I'm
this
in
year,
now.
So.
I'm in now.
So anyway, came back and I was so locked that I just crawled into the tent and like flatlined, like no mattress, no nothing, right?
Nice.
And during the night, it started fucking torrential raining. Like when I say torrential raining, I'd say it was maybe the first year back after COVID. So like fact check me here, check the weather. I remember we were like sliding through mud, like
Oh,
that's right.
Jesus.
But I
remember that year. I didn't go, but I remember the year.
that night after they pitched my tent and never put my stuff into the tent. So when I say I was like this with like fresh pairs of socks.
No.
So I had to call my friend who was camping, and I was like, "You need to go to like the charity shops. You know they have charity shops, and,
Addy
like,
P.
and just thrift me a few bits." Because I was like, I have nothing, right? So all I had was a black poncho.
No.
So I had no underwear,
No.
nothing, right?
No.
I had to go take everything off, put the black poncho on and nothing else, meet her at like an entrance point and put on the thrifted stuff. And like she purposely picked the most horrific thing. I had this like hemp Rastafarian hoodie
No.
that was like hand sewn and a pair of balloon pants. I looked
This
like
was the whole weekend.
I looked like I was selling drugs. And it's all I had for the whole weekend.
But I feel like that
And
might
a
have made
bucket
it
hat.
good vibes.
Oh, it was great. I didn't worry about like I was kind of like at the time I would made more of an effort to try and turn a look. Now I couldn't give a shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But I would like look for stuff or whatever and like plan my outfits more. I didn't have anything to worry about.
I actually like
It
that.
was so freeing. I see why people wear the same clothes every day now.
2 more things I want to talk about, Paul, and don't stop me. Number 1, the Fred again situation.
Go on. Hypno.
Well, we'll go semi-quick because
Yeah.
Paul hates me. What was the deal with the
Do you
Fred
know
again
when
thing?
people like post fucking video? Just
I hate
post
that
video.
shit. It cringes
I
me out.
do
But
too.
also...
But I lend into it at that time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. So first of all, I took it upon myself to start posting about the fact that I'd seen that Fred again was doing pop-up shows, but he wasn't saying wherever he was, and he was giving off hints and stuff. And I posted basically being like, I think it's Dublin. This is the reason why I think his next show is going to be in Dublin. People were like, nah, it couldn't be, whatever. But it kind of just took off. And then he did like a graffiti thing in the city centre.
Yes.
So I went to it and I took a video there and that popped off. And he messaged me on TikTok being like, thanks so much for all your support. I'd love to give you 2 tickets.
Him himself.
Him himself, right? Him himself off his thing messaged me being like, hey, thank you so much. hey bro. I was like, hey man.
Hey Fred.
Usually I'm like babe or doll. I'm like, babe, hey doll. Me trying to play cool with me. I was like, hey man. So he was like, basically, we'll give you 2 tickets. Here is my manager's email address. Email him. Emailed your man. Didn't hear from him. So then I kept posting videos about it because I was like, fuck, like, whatever. And they all kept hopping off because everyone was talking about it. And then the day before the concert, I got a message from him being like, hey, yeah, I got you on the list.
Day before.
Yeah, there you go. So got on the list. Went to Fred again. Absolutely unbelievable.
It looked class.
It was really good, but it was just because there was so much hype about it and everyone was so excited about it.
Big hype.
But then I had so many people messaging me again, begging Mitchells, getting onto me. Sorry, maybe I do agree with James Charles. Getting onto me being like, this one girl, right? And I couldn't pull up the receipts. Message me being like, hey, you're my last resort. I even messaged Catherine Connolly, who had just been elected president. She wasn't even, I think it was like in the interim between when she was elected and before she was sworn in.
I've actually heard it all.
And I responded to her and I was like, girl, get a fucking grip. You know what I mean?
You get mad DMs.
I get my DMs are, I love them though.
Mine are like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I get mad
the
DMs.
sob stories, the whole.
I love them. They keep me young.
Yeah, it is. I mean? It is good.
You know, or sometimes I'll get some like completely unwarranted stories out of absolutely nowhere with no context, and I'm like, how am I meant to understand?
Yeah, I get mad shit like, I lost my phone in Dicey's on Tuesday. You need to help me find it. I'm like, what do you mean?
I mean, this ain't a lost and found.
No, and like, also, I'm Ticketmaster as well, apparently.
You know what? Oh yeah.
Ticketmaster.
And it's funny, especially for Fred again, like there's people crawling out of the woodwork.
Oh,
you know
sure.
I mean? People that would walk past you on the street and then they're like, hey, who are you bringing you? I'm like, you're not bringing you with my plus
so
one.
when you posted that you got tickets, were people trying to be your plus one?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and people just assumed.
Randomers.
Yeah.
Who did you bring?
I brought one of my friends, Nessa. We had both planned to try and get tickets.
Okay.
And like we love going to things like that together. We do festivals and stuff together. Nessa Morrissey, she does a podcast actually as well with Niamh Cullen.
Oh, no, I don't know it.
So she'd be a good friend of mine, and we both said like if we get 2 tickets from Ticketmaster, we'd bring each other. So then when I got it, I had to bring her.
Had to bring her.
Yeah.
So you weren't bringing your one who texts Catherine Connolly?
Absolutely not.
Welcome back, people. On the case, you know.
This is what I came for now.
This is the dilemmas, okay?
This is the part I came for.
So, well, first of all, this person spelled dilemma Delemma.
Go back to school?
Dilemma.
Is that it?
I always say that the people that send me in the dilemmas are illiterate.
Yeah.
So I love you all though.
But I'm like, now in my head, I'm like, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. And also, it looks really confusing. So we're going to hope for the best.
Yeah.
By the way, this is called best case scenario.
Okay.
We give them our best.
Yeah. I have listened to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I always forget people listen.
No, I do.
I low-key forget
now,
that.
not every week.
That's okay.
You know what I mean?
It's okay.
If I listened to every podcast that of someone that I'm friends or friendly with, I'd have to fucking create another hour in the day.
Yeah.
You know
It's a
what I
lot.
mean?
It's a lot. There's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of them. I haven't listened to Time Grandmam since I'd say 2021. I get mentioned all the time, but I know when I get mentioned because someone will tell me.
Right. I dip in and out of that one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Let's hope I can make sense of this because it's quite long. Hey, Kasey, I have a dilemma for you. So basically, by the way, this came from a girl.
Okay.
So basically, last year in June, I started dating this girl. We were together for 10 months and then she broke up with me. I asked her, was it because she liked someone else? Because I had a feeling she did. And she said no. Anyways, she was talking to my other friend about this and she told her that she did like someone and she'd been growing feelings for them while with me, but she didn't want to date them while with me. Well, obviously.
That's cheating.
So then she broke up with me. I wasn't upset or anything about this because I actually wanted to break up with her for a while because I was always being left undelivered. She would barely give me a hug or a kiss. Things were just awkward. I feel like this is from somebody young.
Yeah.
But what hurt me the most was the fact that night when she broke up with me, she was with her friends at a sleepover. I texted her good night, I love you, like I always do, and she said it back. Then the breakup text, which I saw in the morning. So I'm presuming they said
they said good night, I love you, and then she sent the text after this girl.
Yeah, I think she woke up to a breakup text or something like that. Anyways, she said she wanted to stay friends and still send each other videos and have sleepovers, but I think that's weird. Anyways, I unadded her because like guys, you just kill me. Anyways, I unadded her because like pretty straightforward. So anyways, I started talking to another girl unintentionally and then we start to date. But here's the thing. My ex is now reposting videos about getting into a relationship just after breaking up with someone and how disgusting it is. She did the exact same thing to her last ex and I'm the girl she got with after her breakup. But I think she's annoyed that I've moved on and got with someone else. But she also likes someone else. But she hasn't actually started dating them.
Yeah. Fuck her.
Anyways, I love the podcast so much. Fave thing to do when I'm on a walk. Thank you.
You have to get that one in there. Yeah, okay. Right.
You know what it is, right? She's basically doing the same thing as you. She's just not official.
But like the thing about it is, it's just that you got there first. Also, if she's broken up with you, you have like every right to move on as quickly as you can. Also, it's like, okay, no one predicted that you were going to like this other girl. Just go with it. And
I've heard, not that I know, I've heard that lesbians move quick.
Like, one of my best friends is a lesbian, and my cousin is a lesbian who's a really close friend of mine as well. I've never seen the likes of it.
Really?
It's fucking
speed of lightning.
It's marriage. Like
that's
my friend's lesbian couple got married in New York last year. I officiated the ceremony.
Oh my god, love that.
But like, I was there when that girl was with her ex. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just quick.
You know what I mean?
So like,
I've had one boyfriend in the space of she's had 10.
That's like
girlfriends.
So hang on. This is
2.
2.
You know what I mean? Anyway,
I'm totally lost. So she breaks up with you because she likes someone else. You then naturally move on, get with someone else, and now you're the issue, and she's reposting stuff. I would say, I know it's really hard, but try not look at her reposts.
I would say, like, did she not say that she unfollowed her and stuff?
She unadded her, I think.
But like, also, I also find that like in situations like this, sometimes you might be surrounded by friends who think they're doing better by being like, oh my god, did you see what she posted? Just ask them not to.
Yes.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And don't lower yourself to her. Just be like, look, if you're unhappy that I'm doing this, that I'm really sorry that you're unhappy. Don't say I'm sorry that you feel unhappy.
Yeah.
Like if you actually are sorry, like, look, I'm sorry you feel like this. I'm sorry that I made you feel that way, but you wanted this. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it.
That's what I was just going to say.
Also, I've moved on. You've said that you wanted to move on, so just move on.
Yeah, like she said to you, oh, I don't want to be with you because I like someone else, but I want to still have sleepovers with you and meet up with you. Like, that's not...
I wonder, is the reason that she's not with this new girl that she broke up with the original girl for because that girl doesn't like her?
Yeah, and also what I just forgot to mention is she is giving out about her doing this, but she just said that this girl did this to her ex.
Yeah, you see?
So
it's kind of history repeating itself.
Yeah, it's kind of giving you deserve
karma.
This.
Isn't it in a way?
Karma.
Yeah.
Low-key karma.
I would just be saying, look, ignore it. And if you're happier now, you're happier now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Paul, I want to do another one. Lad I fancy has different politics to me. Can it work?
No. It's the same as like if they've got different values or if they've got different like opinions on things, it's never going to work. It's going to come between them. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's kind of like that thing of like, you know, if your fella, like if people say if your fella's homophobic, you're homophobic, you kind of are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're enabling it or you're allowing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And it's gonna come between
but
you
like
at some
the
point.
thing about it is like a lot of the time people don't give a shit about politics.
Yeah, if it's not something you talk about, then like...
Yeah, it's not like, I know that my parents would no, Jesus. But like they disagree on everything. But
yeah.
And they don't disagree on a lot of things, but like they do follow different political parties. And it's grand.
Okay.
But they're not really like, they obviously care about what goes on, but they're not really politically charged. Whereas if this person's mentioning it as an issue,
that's what I'm thinking.
They're probably,
if you're asking the question,
yeah,
it's obviously a problem. Like,
it's obviously an issue.
I personally don't really talk about politics.
No.
With anyone.
No. Like, no.
I don't even know what my own opinion is half the time.
That's it, you see.
But if you...
I get you. Whatever's going to make me more money or give me more money back.
Or whatever way I don't have to give revenue.
Yeah. Or give me a fucking house, for example. That would be lovely.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's wrap it. We're being cut off. I can't believe we're being cut off.
We're literally being cut off.
Cool. What time do you want me next week?
Well, we have to plan this radio show.
Yeah.
No, you know what we need to do?
What?
I've just had a brainwave. Me, you, and Mitch on this couch.
Amazing.
Paul, you
Book it in.
Live
show.
Live show. I love how I'm like, I'm not good enough on my own. I need to draft in these people.
Gosh. You lead.
We'd sell out the toilets.
Not a bother.
Are you mad in the head?
Mitch would sell out half a goal would be over.
Yeah. And then we have Cork.
People love me. Yeah, we'd have Cork.
We'll do it. We actually, did we mention Mitch in this podcast? Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. Did we? Or were we just bitching about Mitch at the start?
Nah, well, that was before the cameras were on.
You couldn't bitch about him.
You couldn't.
I just want to pick him up and put him in my pocket.
Yeah, you could. You probably could as well.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
He's short.
Well, look, I'm not much bigger than him.
Well, come on. Right, lads, it's been emotional.
I loved it. Thanks so much for having me.
Pádraig.
Yes.
What now? Because you were saying that like my followers are different demographic.
You're always Kasey Campion.
Oh my,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, your full title.
I'll take that. Where can the people find you?
So my handle on everything is Pádraig_WMC. But I'm like this type of person that once you see me once, you'll be like, how the fuck am I seeing him again? I have a tendency to show up in your tea.
Okay. And as we just said, he's everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
So you're going to see him. Guys, as I always say, you can send your dilemmas into onthecasepod@gmail.com, or you can DM me. I'm really useless at reading them and finding them, so email is your best bet. Or send them to Paul. Or something like that. And new episodes every Wednesday. Share, tag, like, subscribe, follow. Love you all. Bye.
Woo!
On the Case is an Onic original podcast hosted by me, Kasey Campion. Audio and visual design by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly. Developed and produced by series producer Paul McGregor. Executive producer Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On the Case come out every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, and you can watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening. This is an Onic original podcast.